Have you ever found yourself asking, why did the time seem to slip away so fast? I know what it's like to feel like you're running out of hours in the day. Let's work together to ensure you have enough time for everything that matters. Once upon a time, in a quaint, bustling village nestled in the lush green hills, there lived Marko, a hardworking but often haphazard farmer. Every day from dawn till dusk, he tilled his patch of land, his hands roughened by hard work. However, despite his best efforts, Marko found himself constantly struggling to keep up with the demands of his craft. He always seemed to be doing a lot of things all at once and rushing through his workday to make time for his loved ones. His rushed work often led to mistakes, making him redo tasks. The never-ending cycle of work left him feeling drained, like he was constantly running on empty. As the years went by, the pressure to keep up with his responsibilities mounted, and the ticking clock seemed to mock him, never allowing him to rest, recharge, and spend quality time with his family. One radiant morning, as Marko was working in his fields, an old friend and wise sage named Ozzy came to visit. Ozzy's keen eyes instantly noticed Marko's expression. His usually cheerful face was now marred with deep-set lines, his eyes sparkling less than usual, clouded by an unfamiliar shroud of worry. With a smile on his face, Ozzy called out to his friend,
"Marko, my dear friend, why the long face amid such delightful greenery?"
Marko paused, sighing heavily before responding.
Ozzy, it feels like the days are slipping from my grasp. There doesn't seem to be enough hours to get everything done.
The worry in Marko's voice was unmistakable. His brows furrowed as he tried to conceal the torrent of concerns that washed over him. Meanwhile, Ozzy listened thoughtfully and then shared a parable with Marko.
Consider two men, each with 1 hour's worth of seeds. The first man, impatient and careless, haphazardly scatters his seeds all over, paying no heed to where they land, just to make sure he is able to plant all the seeds in time. The second man, patient and meticulous, carefully places each seed into the most fertile soil, ensuring they get the best chance to thrive. Not really worrying if he can plant all the seeds in time, but paying attention that he can plant enough seeds for his family's needs. After a month, the first man, despite spreading a lot of seeds, finds few have taken root, and those that have are in poor locations, sprouting small sickly plants. So due to his careless first attempt, he has to start all over again, wasting not just the seeds, but his time as well. On the other hand, the second man's seeds take root and sprout into robust, healthy plants. Although he's not able to plant all the seeds, those he did plant ensure excellent growth, yielding enough harvest in the future.
As the sky was bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun, Ozzy gazed upon Marko and said,
"Marko, my friend, your work is like the seeds. I urge you to be like the wise second man. Instead of hurriedly trying to do everything at once, focus on each task individually and give it your full attention. Also, remember to allocate specific time for specific purposes. Work when you need to work and rest when you need to rest."
Marko nodded, taking in Ozzy's words of wisdom. The following days were challenging for Marko as he tried to follow Ozzy's advice. He reorganized his priorities with renewed focus. He does his tasks attentively, resulting in fewer mistakes and more productive output. As days went by, he started feeling the weight of stress lifting off his shoulders. Not only did he feel less anxious, but he also found himself allocating time to spend with his family and friends without worrying much about the small tasks that were left undone. Think about your own life. How many of you feel overwhelmed and tired on most days? I can sense the heavy burden of fatigue and stress you're carrying. It seems like you're on a never-ending hamster wheel, always rushing yet feeling like you're getting nowhere. I fully understand this emotion because at some point each one of us experiences this. But let me share with you a simple yet powerful truth. It's not about getting everything done, but getting the important things done. This principle applies not only to a particular task, but to life as a whole. When you focus your energies on one task at a time, you can dig in deeper, create better results, and even end up with more time on your hands. The secret to a satisfying life doesn't lie in doing more, but in doing things right. Life is neither a race nor about who finishes first or does the most. It's about the impact that you make with the time given to you. As Stephen Covey insightfully said, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Thank you for giving me your time today. See you in the next story. And never forget, you are enough.